Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EURUSD. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody, guys. Let's take a look at the euro currency again. So here was a bit slightly dramatic action yesterday because market has formed the washing greens with the previous tap. Well, in general, this is every time when you have the washing greens, it's not really very pleasant moment. So, but at the same time, the setup still is working. That we have prepared yesterday, it still stands valid. The tricky moment also stands with this spike up because on the gold market we have foreseen that. So we prepared hourly analysis on the gold market. I could show you from the yesterday video. That's the price shape that I have drawn here yesterday where market was here. And you can see on the gold market, I thought that indeed could show some higher spike here. But the spike as a result has happened on the euro currency. So speaking on the Brent body setup on a daily chart, market is coming to the moment where the time will play not in favor of this setup, because on the market is widely known 3-period rule exists. So it means that if market hasn't started the action according to some pattern or setup that you are expecting within the 3 sessions, it's better to close position if even your position stands in flat or slightly in profit. But if you do not see the action that should happen by the pattern that you have recognized, it means that it's very high probability that market will turn in opposite direction. And usually the critical time for that is the 3 periods. So on the daily it will be 3 days, on the hourly chart it will be 3 hours, so 3 candles. So currently, guys, although we have the valid setup at its Brent body, but market stubbornly stands relatively tight and doesn't show some great wish to show the deeper retracement as we have suggested. Despite that, we have the grabbers that suggest the downward action. That's why currently we need to be careful with this setup that we have. So on the 4-hour time frame chart, actually the spike that we've got yesterday is a bullish sign, because Washington is bearish, of course. So because Washington is grabbing of the stops and returning back down, it's always in this case bearish when it stands with the stops of the sellers. Okay. So, in fact, this grabber also probably could be treated as the ballot because market has not closed above the stop of this pattern. So, and both grabbers suggest the taking out of these lows. On the daily chart, we still have the Brent body, as I said. So, that's why currently, carefully, we probably could trade this setup still, because we still could get the double top, as we said yesterday. And we need the nearest couple of sessions probably will be critical. So if market will not start indeed downward action right at 115 today or tomorrow, probably we probably will have to close our positions tomorrow if we will not see reasonable downward action, because it will be not quite normal for a market when it has a setup in place but doesn't show the action in this direction. It means that market could prepare the upward breakout instead. That's what we will be watching for. Now a few words on our yesterday situation with the Washington greens. So take a look what really has happened. So actually we have our Gartley triple 2 and we said watch for retracement 30%. That will give you a chance to go short, because we thought that retracement will be small and you should go short against these stops. So indeed, as soon as this retracement has happened, 30%, market starting dropping. So that was the moment where you need to move your stops to the break-even. Every time when the market passes in your direction with some reasonable distance, especially on the hourly chart, it makes sense to move stops to the break-even. That's the first rule that we always call you to apply. Second, on the markets, you need to use the harmonic swings for placing the stops. Harmonic swings means that no occasional action will happen in excess of the harmonic swing. Because if you place stop that is less than the harmonic swing, you could become the victim of the just fluctuations, occasional fluctuations on the markets. But only the harmonic swing will be increased only if something really is going on here. For euro currency, the harmonic swing stands approximately 37-40 pips. So this is the minimal stop area that you should apply when you trade on an hourly chart. When you turning to the high time frames, you should multiply this for some times, on 4 times, maybe on a daily time, and greater on a weekly. But on the hourly chart, it's approximately 37-40 pips. So I prefer use the stops for 50 pips on the hourly chart. That just will be some kind of the insurance against this kind of actions, such as here is washing risk, because actually, guys, you can see that stop that we have discussed recently was not bad, and it's still working and it's making profit. But this washing risk could wash you out if you're placed too tight stops on the market. So it is better to adjust your trading volume, but apply the stops somewhere around 40-50 pips. So it's very personal. You could apply your different rules for money management, but that is just the conclusion that I come by my experience that I spent on the market, and especially on the euro currency. So the 50 pips is the optimal level on the hourly chart. So what we will be watching for on the euro currency? But still, mostly we have the same setup. So until these stops are valid, you could use for any pullbacks here for trying to take the short position. Maybe some kind of ABC retracement will happen. Regardless, cheaper to sell will be formed. This will be a chance to go short. But we're careful. We'll be watching what will happen within today, tomorrow, till the end of the week. Because if no action will start, that could be kind of triangle. Maybe guys start forming. The market will start in preparation to the upward breakout. Because if downward action will not start, this action will mostly remind the bullish dynamic pressure, guys, and it will be the hint, the preparation for upward breakout. So let's keep watching what will happen.